Poverty is a mindset. Let me start with something a bit uncomfortable. Let me start with something that will irk you a little bit. I pray that you give me the permission and I beg your indulgence. Poverty is not a money problem. Poverty is a mindset problem. There is a mindset that could be birthing poverty in your life. It is a thinking problem. Two people can earn the same amount of salary. Can you imagine? Two people can earn the same amount of salary. They can be living in the same city. They can even be in the same economy. They can be experiencing the same opportunities. But 10 years later, one is investing. The other one is surviving. What is the difference? It was the mindset. One owns assets. The other one owns debt. What is the difference? It was a mindset. Same income, different outcomes. So you begin to see that there's something that is driving them. Why? Because wealth is first built in the mind, then in the bank account. If you think poor, you stay poor, even when money comes. If you think like an allocator, if you think like an engineer, if you think like a builder, then your wealth will begin to compound. Today I'm going to prove to you with data, not motivation, that poverty is primarily a behavioral and a systems problem. And more importantly, how are you going to rewrite it? My name is Tana Gacho. I started out working in construction sites. Today I have built and exited multiple six-figure companies. I've spent over a decade in finance and technology, structuring deals, building fintech systems, and designing wealth strategies for founders and professionals. I hold 2 master's degrees. I'm currently researching wealth strategy at doctoral level. You must come to my graduation. Everything I teach is coming from blueprints, and blueprints, not theory. After watching hundreds of smart people struggling financially, despite working so hard, I realized that information was not enough. They needed a map. That's why I built Quora. Think of it like Google Maps, but for wealth. It shows you exactly where you are and the fastest path forward. Inside our 1 million nation community, now with over 10,000 members across 24 countries, we use these systems every day to engineer wealth step by step. So when I talk about poverty, I'm not talking about lack, I'm talking about patterns. Let me help you with a clear, simple definition so that we can be able to define this clearly. When I say the poverty mindset, I don't mean positive thinking. This is not motivation. You don't build wealth by motivation. This is behavior. Remember, wealth is behavior first. A poverty mindset is short-term thinking. It's consumption-first decision-making. It is reacting instead of planning. It is survival choices instead of strategic choices. A wealth mindset is dealing with delayed gratification, capital allocation, systems of ownership, long-term compounding, long-term thinking. That is what I'm talking about. It's not about how hard you work. It is about how hard you decide. Income without the right thinking will always leak. Money flows to structure. Money does not flow to hustle. It respects wealth, respects structure. I did some research and I want to share with you some very shocking things that I have found. A behavioral economic study by the World Bank examined how financial scarcity affects decision making. And their main hypothesis at that time was, does financial stress reduce cognitive performance and or long-term planning? You won't believe what they found. What their method is, they were tracking about 3,000 individuals, low and middle income individual households across multiple countries, and they measured a couple of things, and I want to share with you. They measured income volatility, they measured financial stress, they measured decision quality, they measured planning behavior, they measured savings rate. Participants were tested before and after financial strain periods. Guess what they found? You will not believe what they found. They found that during scarcity, your cognitive bandwidth dropped significantly. Can you imagine? Actually losing about 10 to 15 points of your IQ. People made worse financial decisions. They made short-term choices. They entered into higher interest, higher short-term lending opportunities. They were borrowing at very high expensive rates. Why? Because scarcity doesn't just reduce money. It reduces thinking capacity. I know you agree with me that poverty will always become self-reinforcing. Not because people are incapable, but because stress hijacks decision. Every time you have bill pressure, it presses your mind. So mindset is not motivational. Mindset is a psychological reality that you cannot run away from. It is behavioral. It is structural. If you can fix this mindset, you can be well on your way to creating serious wealth. I'll tell you why many people fail in this wealth journey. It plays out in a very interesting way. I have seen professionals earning about $2,000 a month and they're living paycheck to paycheck. Yet someone earning $800 is building investment. What is the difference? The first person has pedestrian mindset, has a consumption mindset, will be upgrading lifestyle immediately. They finance their consumption. They never save, or they save last. The second person is saving first, invest automatically, spends what is left. Can you imagine? Same income, opposite mindset. I have seen founders raise $50,000 for businesses. I've structured it for them. What do they do first? They upgrade their lifestyle. They say that the car now is the company profile. 6 months later, what is happening? The business is dying. And you have seen this in Africa. Money didn't disappear. It was misallocated. Here's the hard truth. Most people don't have an income problem. They have a decision problem. And decisions come from where? You guessed it right. Decisions come from the mindset. So to fix your mindset is to fix your decisions. To fix your decisions is to fix your wealth plan. I'm going to show you a couple of systems here that will move you forward. So how then do you fix a poverty mindset? You don't fix a poverty mindset with motivation. You don't fix a poverty mindset with more hard work. You fix a poverty mindset with systems. Here's the first system. The first system you have to put in place is to pay yourself first. Here's a rule. Savings is not what's left over. Saving is first. The moment income hits in our community, if you're below 30%, you live on 30%. If you're below 50, you live on 50%. The rest gets into investment. No thinking, no willpower, and that is why it works. Do you know why it works? It works because it removes emotion in your implementation. You need to now auto-transfer into number 1, money market funds. Number 2, index fund. Number 3, T-bills. Why? Because wealth is automated. Wealth is not negotiated monthly. Your destiny is not waiting for you to negotiate monthly. I'm going to set up some links below here in the case you need some guidance on which products to do. Here's the second system you must do. Your second system is called the consumption delay rule. Here's the rule. Delay all non-essential purchases by 30 days. If you still want it after 30 days, then you can buy it. Do you know why it works? Because you are curing for impulse buying. You are curing for pedestrian spending. What will happen now is, at that moment, logic is stronger. Most needs disappear after 15 days. This single habit saves thousands of dollars yearly. Wealth isn't built by big moves. It is built by not leaking cash. I have seen the power of this system in my own life. Here's the third system you must think about. You have to come to a place of capital allocation thinking. Stop asking yourself these pedestrian questions. Can I afford this? 1,000 times no. I want you to start asking, what return does this produce? What return does your Tom Ford spectacles produce? What return does your Mac produce? Every dollar must have a job. Example, $5,000 could buy a phone, or $5,000 you can enter into an equity fund. Ask me, I will show you, earning 10 to 15% annually. The phone depreciates, but the financial asset compounds. The poor mindset consumes capital. Wealth mindset deploys capital. Every inbound money into your bank account is an investment opportunity. Here's the number 4 system. The number 4 system that you must build is a liquidity buffer. Scarcity will always kill thinking. Liquidity restores thinking. Anytime you have money in the bank, your mental framework is better. Here's the rule. Keep 3 to 6 months of expenses liquid, either in cash or in cash equivalents. When life hits you hard, you don't panic anymore. You don't borrow at 30%. You don't make stupid decisions. Why? Because liquidity protects your brain. Liquidity protects your financial assets. Calm people make rich decisions. They make better wealth decisions. Panicking people will always make expensive decisions. Liquidity is the safeguard for your wealth behavior. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Poverty is not just lack of money. It is attachment to poor behavior. Are you willing to change? Are you willing to divorce your bad money behavior? If you upgrade lifestyle every raise, if you buy status before assets, if you save last, if you are borrowing for consumption, more money will not save you. More money will not make you rich. You will just become a rich, poor person. Higher income, same habits, same stress, same poverty. Mindset will always scale your outcomes, not income. So you'll have higher income, but you'll have higher poverty incomes. Let me ask you a question, and I hope you will be honest with me today. Possibly. How about type your answers in the comments? When you get paid, do you save first or spend first? In Kenya, we say tunaambia mwili pole. Do you measure purchases by emotion or by return? Can you survive 3 months without income? Are your assets producing cash flow? Do you track net worth monthly? By the way, individuals that track their net worth monthly outperform those who don't by 30%. If most answers are unclear, it's not money holding you back. It is structure. It is a poverty mindset. Clarity precedes wealth. Let me say that one more time. Clarity precedes wealth. You don't need more income. You need more structure. Listen carefully. You could be somewhere and you're in a tight place. I want you to know that poverty is not destiny. It is a system problem. And systems can be redesigned. You don't need more motivation. You need better architecture. You need better rules. You need better decisions. That is what will turn your wealth journey around. You need better structure. If you don't know where you exactly stand financially, you are guessing. That's what's happening to you. So start here. I want to challenge you. I want you now to take the wealth test today. Take the wealth test. It takes 2 minutes. It's like a blood test. It's like a blood test but for wealth. It tests your financial ecosystem. It diagnoses your habits. It diagnoses your liquidity and your readiness to build wealth. Start your wealth journey today and join 1 Million Nation. And it is my pleasure now to welcome you to the 1 Million Nations. We don't hustle blindly. We engineer wealth. All links are going to be in the descriptions down here. If you found value in this video, hey, I want you to help the community out. As a community member, I want you to comment in the comment section. As a community member, as somebody who's finding value in these videos, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Those things matter so much to us because they give us the ability to put this content in more people just like you. And one by one, we are setting Africa free of the old age poverty problem. See you soon.